Hi guys, here's a detailed review video for FNIRSI 2D15P 3-in-1 digital oscilloscope multimeter and function generator. I received this one from the vendor FNIRSI as evaluation kit, but I will share my independent opinion with you. There are so many sections in this video, so follow the labels on the top of each section. Jump over if you need it. The first is the system setup. Let's turn on the system. Click menu, go to the settings. You can see the details, select the language, that's English. The volume, normally I just have halfway of the volume, and brightness, I don't want 100%, I lower it as 50. And the auto start, which is the key to save the energy, normally I keep it at 30 minutes. And also about or regarding, give you the latest version with 1.407. We're gonna show the firmware update and also manufacturer reset. On the back side, here's a USB-C charger. Once you put the USB cable on, you can see the red light is actually constant on. You can even turn off the oscilloscope, the red light still on. After it's fully charged, the red light turns to solid green. Section 2 is firmware update. The current version is 1.4.0.7. Go to the FNIRSI website, download the latest driver. 2D15P, the latest driver is 2.0.07, and unzip the file. There's two files for the driver, and then plug in the USB data and power cable on the back side. Press and hold the rotation knob, and on the off button you see the firmware update screen, and then just drag and drop the latest version of the download file into the USB key of the oscilloscope. You can automatically see the file transfer, and that's it, because oscilloscope has just become USB key as of now. And after that, press and hold the off button. The system automatically update the firmware. You can see the white bar progressing. After that, system automatically reboot, and you can see the latest version. Go to the setting, go to the regarding. You can see the latest version is 2.0.07. Section 3, calibration. The first calibration is the scope calibration. Make sure there's no cable or wire connect to the scope. Just go to the menu, click the calibration, click the begin. Now the calibration process starts. This is calibrate scope itself, nothing else. And after you complete that step, just like now, we're gonna calibrate the probe. Get the probe. One of the tips is I want to mark this probe so I know which one for which channel. I use the blue ring on the probe so I can see this one only for the blue channel only. There's no yellow channel. I'll just leave it alone. Let's start from the yellow channel, push this to the 10 times gain on the probe itself, and go to the software on the screen, click the 10 times gain as well, make it consistent. Also check the coupling as a DC coupling. And then we're ready to calibrate. Simply connect the hook to the metal ring on the side of the scope, and also rotate the probe so I can fix the rotation side on top. Click the auto button, boom, you get a square wave. You can say square is not exactly 90 degree, and you're gonna use those little tweezer to change the gain and compensation, make it exactly 90 degree. That's it. We can do the same process for the blue channel. Make sure 10 times gain. On the software, also make it 10 times again. Click the auto button. You don't see a beautiful square wave, just using the knob to make it a 90 degree pure square wave. And that's it. Section 4 is a button test or key test. This is a very unique function only on 2D15P scope. Click the key test button, click the begin, and you can use this screen to test every single button of the hardware. Just very quickly rotate the knob, press the button, that's it. Section 5, Oscilloscope Test. I'm going to use another FNIRSI product to generate a signal, and then I'm going to show the signal on the 2D15P screen. The first is a sinusoidal signal, very straightforward. Click the auto button, you can get the screen, no problem. And then you can also adjust the vertical section, the horizontal section. Let's push the square wave from the FNIRSI generator. We got the scope and the signal. And then the next one is half sine. It's not stable because you need to changing the trigger. Lower the trigger level, it's going to stable the upstairs square wave, noise sinusoidal waves, straightforward. The next one, I'm going to charge the function generator, basic generating signal from the 2D15P to the other oscilloscope. The first function is sinusoidal wave from the generator. Click the auto button on the left, and this little screen can receive the sinusoidal wave generated from the 2D15P. No problem. Square wave, no problem. The ramp signal, this is saw wave, no problem. And then the noise signal, which is very unique, very helpful for the mechanical vibration testing, half sine, sine wave, and also the upstairs and the downstairs waves. It's very straightforward. Section 7, multimeter testing. I'm gonna use this different probe. I'm gonna remove the plastic cover, put it on top, and the first thing, click the bottom right corner, change it to the multimeter screen. The first one is the voltage testing. I'm gonna use the FNIRSI power supply just to increase the voltage from 5 all the way to 14 volts, no problem. Now I'm gonna use the auto motion to charge those AC voltage, and it shows on the 120 power line voltage, very accurate. Next one, I'm gonna show the 2 kilo omega resistor, very accurate. Also gonna show this little 100 nanofarad capacitor as expected. This is about a 10 microfarad, very accurate. This is a diode, so diode changing is different. If you has the wrong polarity, you actually get those overflow high resistance, but then you flip the polarity, you actually get the forward voltage measurement. That's all we need for the basic multimeter function. Section 8 is a saving. I want to clarify that this is for the beginner usage. The saving button, if you save it, you're not actually saving the data, you're only saving the screen in the JPEG or BMP mode. And you can also record from the menu, from the figures, you can also record what you save, which is only for the screen or the figure, not actual data. This is only for beginner usage. Section 9 is the open box review. I saved to the last. Just make sure you can see what's included in the package. A very solid package. I really like the specs on the back side of the package. Let's put everything on the table. You can see the oscilloscope and all the accessories. First, the QQC tag as a certificate, and this is menu in multi-language. It's a little bit complicated, just follow my video. This is a BNC cable for the function generator. It's actually quite long, very convenient. This is USB-C data and power cable. You can also transfer the data, firmware update, and also charging the scope. And this is for multimeter probes, black and red. This is just a standard multimeter probe. You can use other multimeter probe, no problem. Very good quality, ergonomic design. You'll feel it. This is a very sharp pin. That's all we need. This is the two the probes. This is a menu. This is a ground cable, and also this is the actual probes with detailed specs on the screen. You have 2 channels. That's it. Very good quality of the probes. And it's about a 7.5 inch wide. It's about 1/3 inch wide. You have USB charger cable on the back. And what I really like is those little tiny clean plastic cover to protect each channels. This is very neat. It's weighted about 16.4 ounce or 16.35 ounce. Is almost 1 pound. Very compact. I really like this kickstands. Very convenient with the friction patches. Overall, this is very handy. A little bit bigger than the portable oscilloscope. Perfect for the desktop usage. For the beginner usage, the only thing is you're not able to save the digital data. That's it. Thank you.